Hello everyone. Now the new topic we are going to do, that is string. Now what is string? A sequence is an orderly collection of items and each item is indexed by an integer. So already you have seen that when it is stored in an order, and how to access it using the index position. So index position by default starts from 0, 1 to 3. So here it is indexed by an integer. Now three sequence data types we will do: strings, lists and tuple. Dictionary comes in the category of mapping. So these three are sequence data types, and they are accessed, each element are accessed by using the index position. So let us start with strings. String is a sequence which is made up of one or more Unicode characters. Here the character can be a letter, digit, white space or any other symbol. A string can be created by enclosing one or more characters in single, double or triple quote. So you can see all these are string. It can be in single quote, it can be in double quote, or it can be in triple quotes. The second one, string 2, in double quotes hello world is written, and string 3 in triple quotes hello world is written. The triple quotes can be written directly like this using the double quotes 3 times or using the single quote 3 times. So string is a sequence which is made up of one or more Unicode characters. Here the characters can be letter, digit, white space or any other symbol inside this quotes. Like normally students will tell that letters or only alphabets can be used. No, digits also can be used. But if it is inside the single quote, double quote or triple quote and numbers you are using 1, 2, 3, 4, then it will be treated as string because it is written in single quote, double quotes and triple quotes. A string can be created by enclosing one or more characters in single, double or triple quotes. So it can be a single character or more than one character. So here example you have seen hello world in string 1 it is written. So you can declare any variable identifier you can use equals to, and then in single quotes you can give the string, double quotes, triple quotes. Triple quotes in both the way is allowed, that is using the double quotes or using the single quotes. String 1, 2, 3, 4 are all string variables having the same value hello world. So here your value is same. Values stored in string 3 and string 4 can be extended to multiple lines using triple quotes, as can be seen in the following example. So here you can see in multiple lines, if you have to give, you can use this triple quote. Even in comment also you have learned that using hash you are giving a single line comment, and using triple quotes you are giving multi-line comment. Now in this chapter here the gist is given: introduction to string, what is string, all the string operations we will do, traversing a string, string methods and built-in functions, handling strings. Now this chapter is very important because in board exam the text file, all the questions related to text file, you will see you have to use all these methods. Like you will learn all the methods: is alpha, is digit, is alnum. Now all these methods of string will be used next year in class 12th also in string, as well as the string output is also asked in class 12. So string you have to understand it nicely because in output question also in board exam as well as 11th class exam, the string output is always asked. Now Python does not have a character data type. String of length 1 is considered as character. So there is no such character data type, only length 1, that is single character. When you will enter, then it is treated as a character. Accessing characters in a string. Each individual character in a string can be accessed using a technique called indexing. Now this is very important, indexing. The index specifies the character to be accessed in the string and is written in square bracket. The index of the first character from left in the string is 0. and the last character is n minus 1, where n is the length of the string. Now this portion is very important because not only in string but also this you will use in list, tuple, etc. And output questions are all you will get in board exam all the output questions. You have to learn this indexing so that you can solve those questions. So what it is written, that from left hand side the first character index will be 0 and the last character will be n minus 1, where n is the length of the string. If we give index value out of this range, then we get an error, index error. Clear? So out of the range, suppose the length of the string is 5 and you are going to access 6. That is, you have written string 6. Now it will show index error because there is no such position, no such index in that string. The index must be an integer, positive, 0 or negative. So always the index will be the integer. Now when we are using the forward indexing, then positive you will use, and the first one is 0, and when we will use the reverse indexing, then negative we will use. Initializes a string 1. Now hello world, you are giving initial value, gives the first character of string 1. So string, the name of the string, and the index position in square bracket. If you write 0, it will return the first character. Now the first character is h, so it will return h. Gives seventh character of string 1. Since it starts from 0, if you write here string 1 6, now 6 means the seventh character. Now you count from here, hello, 1 2 3 4 5, space also you will count, 6 and 7. So seventh character is w, so it will display w. Now string 11, but 11 is not there, so it will give an error message that index is out of range. String 15 also index error, it will give string index out of range. The index can also be an expression including variables and operators, but the expression must evaluate to an integer. So if you want, like here string 1 you have written, and here any expression you can write, like 4 plus 2 you have written here, or 2 plus 4, but the result is always an integer here, so it will be 6, so it will display here w. Now if you give here float value, so it will give error message because always string indices must be integers only. It cannot be float value. So if you give here decimal values or float values, then it will show error message. Python allows an index value to be negative also. Negative indices are used when we want to access the characters of the string from right to left. Starting from right hand side, the first character has the index as -1 and the last character has the index -n. So when you will, suppose any string you want to access and last character you want to access, so we are giving here string 1 of -1. -1 means the last character, and when in reverse direction you will index it, and the first character will be minus the length of the string. So here the first character is -n, where n is the length of the string. So it is reverse indexing. So the last one will be -1, and when you will, so from right hand side the first character has index as -1 and the last character as -n from right hand side. Okay? Now here you can see string 1 of -1. Now this will give you the last character, and -12 you will count 1 2 3 4 and the 12th character from right hand side you will print here, it is h. Now this is very nicely explained, so you see this one. This one, if you understand, that easily you can solve all the output questions. So here indexing of characters in string hello world. Now here you can see the string is given here. Now this string is having hello world with one space in between, and forward indexing or the positive indices So here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the length of the string was 12. So 12 minus 1, last one will be 11. And the negative indices, that is the reverse indexing, the last one will be minus 1 and the first one will be minus length of the string. So length of the string is 12. So the first one is minus 12. Now an inbuilt function len in Python returns the length of the string that is passed as argument. For example, the length of string 1 hello world is 12. So if you want to display the length of the string, we will use len function and the name of the string. So here it will return the length of the string. Even you can store it in a variable n. So n equals to len of string 1 and then you can print the value of n. This also returns the length of the string. Next, gives the last character of the string. So here if you write here length of the string minus 1, it will display the last character. If you give here minus of length of the string, where n is the length of the string here, so it will give you the first character. Now next is string is immutable. Now this is also very important. String, tuple, then all the data like int, float, all these are immutable. Only list and the values of the dictionary are mutable. So a string is an immutable data type. It means that the contents of the string cannot be changed after it has been created. An attempt to do this would lead to an error. So if you want to change the values of a string, it will show you error message. So string is an immutable data type. You cannot change the content or the string content. So here string 1 is hello world. If we try to replace character E with A, now this will show error message because you cannot replace in a string. Only in list you can replace and values of dictionary you can change or replace. Next is string operations. As we know that string is a sequence of characters, Python allows certain operations on string data types such as concatenation, repetition, membership, and slicing. Now these questions are asked in exam also, in board exam also it is asked. So concatenation, repetition, membership, and slicing. These operations on string. These operations are explained in the following subsection with suitable examples. Now first one is concatenation. To concatenate means to join. So when you are asked to join the two strings, then you will use the concatenation. Python allows us to join two strings using concatenation operator plus, which is denoted by symbol plus. So this plus is your concatenation operator. Whenever you will be asked to join two strings, we will use the plus sign to join the two strings. So string 1 is hello, string 2 is world. Now string 1 plus string 2, and if you are printing it, it will print hello world. So it will join the two strings and it will print. Next is repetition. Whenever you are asked to repeat, we are using the star symbol. Python allows us to repeat the given string using repetition operator, which is denoted by symbol star. So if you are asked which is the concatenation operator, you will give plus, write plus sign. If you are asked which is the repetition operator, you will give this star sign. Now assign string hello to string 1. String 1 equals to hello. Repeat the value of string 1 two times. If you want to repeat the value two times, you will write star 2. So it will display it two times. Hello, hello will be displayed. If you write here star 5, then it will display hello 5 times. Clear? Next, string 1 still remains the same after the use of repetition operator. So our original string is not changed, it remains the same. Next, membership. Now this is also used in all the programs where you want to check anything using in operator or not in operator. We are checking whether a string is there. Like suppose a string is given and you want to check whether in that string is there or not, or any alphabet is there or not, like W in string 1 you want to check. So if it is present in string 1 it will return true. If it is not present it will return false. Like my is not present in string 1, so it will return here false. So let us go through. Python has two membership operators, in and not in. So one question you will get, write the two membership operators of Python. So what answer you have to write? In and not in. So these important things you just pause it and you just note it down in your copy. That question is, write the two membership operators of Python. Answer will be in and not in. The in operator takes two string and returns true if the first string appears as a substring in the second string. Otherwise, it returns false. So, if the string is present here in this second string, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. Not in, just the opposite of in. The not in operator also takes two string and returns true if the first string does not appear as a substring in the second string. Otherwise, returns false. Just the opposite of in operator. Clear? So if my is not present, then it will return true, and hello is present, it is returning false. Now slicing. Now this is also very important. Slicing we will do using index position. In Python, to access some part of a string or substring, we use a method called slicing. This can be done by specifying an index range. So here range you have to give from where to start and where to end. So range you have to give. Given a string, string 1, the slice operation, that is the name of the string, and here you will see this is the start and this is the stop value, returns the part of string 1, part of string 1 starting from index n inclusive and ending at m exclusive. That is before before the end value it will stop. In other words, we can say that string 1 n colon m returns all the characters starting from string 1 n till string 1 m minus 1. The number of characters in the substring will always be equal to difference of two indices m and n. So m minus n, that is the number of characters which it will return. Now here is the example. Now this is also important, as I have told you, slicing is asked in exam. Now string 1 hello world gives substring starting from index 1 to 4. So from 1 to 4 if you want to print, you will write 1 colon 5. Always the end value will be 1 more than the given one. So here you can see the first one is 0, so H will not be printed. 1 means E, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So the output will be E, L, L, O. Now next is give substring starting from 7 to 9. So from 7th character you have to start, and 9 means plus 1 you will write, colon 10 you will write, and the output will be the 7th, 8th and 9th character of hello world. Next, index that is too big is truncated down to the end of the string. Suppose you have given 3 and your string contains only 12 characters and you have written here 20. So what it will do, it will start from 3 until the last of the string, it will print and it will stop wherever it is. Suppose it is 12th character, it will stop there. First index, if it is greater than the second index, results in an empty string. Suppose you have given the reverse 7 colon 2. So it will return an empty string. It will not print anything. If the first index is not mentioned, the slice starts from index 0. Suppose the start value is not mentioned, then it will start from the first, that is from 0 index position it will start. Next, if the second index is not mentioned, the slicing is done till the length of the string. Suppose the end value is not given, then it will go till the end of the string. So the start value is not given, it will by default start with the start value, that is 0. And if the end value is not given here, colon, then we haven't given any end value, then till the end of the string it will go. Next, The slice operation can also take a third index that specifies the step size. For example, string 1 n colon m colon k means every kth character has to be extracted from the string 1 starting from n and ending at m minus 1. By default, the step size is 1. So when we were not mentioning the value of k, by default it was 1. So it was just taking the next index plus 1 plus 1. But if you mention the step value, like here 2 is written. So what will happen? It will start from 0, h it will print, then 1 it will skip, e it will skip, and the next character will be l. Clear? Then again 1 it will skip. So 2 means it will simply take, like I will show you here only. Suppose it is hello. Suppose this one is hello world. So H in capital letter, let us write it HELLO, then one space you have given, and then you have written WORLD, and then one exclamation sign. This is given. Now forward indexing already you have done here. Forward indexing is 0, 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. This is your forward indexing. Yeah. Let us put everything in the center. Yes. Now the reverse indexing will be -1. So it is just -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10 and -11. The last one is -12. So it is minus the length. So here you can find out the length of the string is 12. So this is our string, original string, and this is our forward index and reverse index. Now in this it was given step value as, yes, suppose the name of the string is s. Now if you are writing here print and s, now in this you have written 1, then colon, suppose 9 you have written, colon 2 you have written. Now the step value is 2. So 2 means it will start from E, then it will skip one value, L it will skip, and it will come to the next. So plus 2 it will do. So first 1, so E it will print, and then 1 plus 2 is 3, so L it will print. 3 plus 2 is 5, space it will print. So the output of this question, here the output will be, what is the output of this? It will be E, then capital L, then one space, and then the O, then after O it will be L and exclamation sign. So it is skipping 1 values. So this you can check it. So this is your, let me put it here. Okay. So this is the output of this. If you write here step value as 2. So in this also step value 2 is written. So 1 it is skipping and it is printing. If you start from 0, first character it will start from, and then it will skip one value. If you write here 3, then two values, that is 0 plus 3, then 3 plus 3 6, then 6 plus 3 9. So here the output will be HLWN. So here you can just check it out. Here you can check out string 1 from 0 it is starting, that is H. 3 plus 3, 1, 2, 3, so L it will print, 1, 2, 3, W it will print, 1, 2, 3, L it will print. So here it was written in small letters, so they have given the output as small letter. Negative indexes can also be used for slicing. So here you can use negative index also. Characters at index -6 to -2, you have to write it here -6, and this will be one more than that, that is -1. So from -6 it will start, and so it will print here world from -6 to, you can check it here, from -6 to -2, so it is printing world here. So this is correct. Here you just check it, note it down in your copy, and then you check it from here. Whatever is written, whatever output is coming, it should match with your output. If we ignore both the indexes and give step size as -1, so here you can see I haven't written in this, the start value and stop value is ignored, and the step value is -1. So you can see the output is just the reverse of the string. So whenever you are asked to print the reverse of a string, you are writing the name of the string and then in square bracket colon colon -1. So it is very easy to reverse a string. Next, traversing a string. So elements, if you want to access each element, if you want to access of a string, it is called traversing a string. We can access each character of a string or traverse a string using for loop and while loop. So you can use simply for loop, and the characters, if you want to access in string 1, you have to use for ch in string 1. So any variable you can use here instead of ch, any abcd, any identifier you can write here. So string traversing using for loop, how it is done for ch in string 1. So one character it will take, and you can use that character. So here print statement is used to print the character with a space. In the above code, the loop starts from the first character of the string and automatically ends when the last character is accessed. Next is string traversal using while loop. Now in while loop, you will use the index position 0, and you will see when till the index is less than the length of the string. So 1 1 it will take, and here you will use string of index. So it will take 1 by 1 character, and index will be incrementing inside this while loop. So using for loop also you can access, using while loop also you can access. In while loop you are using the index position and then you are incrementing and accessing. In for, directly using in operator you can access each element. Here while loop runs till the condition index less length of string is true, where index varies from 0 to length of string -1. So this is your second method. In for also you can use range, and you can write from 0 to length of the string. Next is string methods and built-in functions. So the next topic, that is all the methods of string and all the built-in functions, we will do in our next video. Go through this portion, it is very important. Next year in data file handling, you will use the text files. In that you have to use strings. So all the functions, all these built-in function, is lower, is alnum. So all the string functions you have to go through, is upper, is lower, is space, is title, is strip. Clear? So all these functions you have to learn so that you can solve those questions of your board exam. So I am just going through what all portions are left, which we will discuss in the next video. Then how to handle the strings, so how to count a character, how to count a word, how to count a line, how to print a line with the specific words. So all these questions will be asked, how to reverse any string. So all the questions, solved question. Now this was your NCERT book which we are referring. So in NCERT site you will get this book, and the summary is also given here. So we will just simply go through the summary first, and the question answers, you solve all the question answers. If you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. We will discuss all the questions. Only the built-in and the methods are left, which we will discuss in our next video. Now, a string is a sequence of characters enclosed in a single, double, or triple quotes. This we have done at the beginning. Indexing is used for accessing individual characters within a string. The first character has the index 0 and the last character has the index n minus 1, where n is the length of the string. The negative indexing ranges from -n to -1. Strings in Python are immutable. So all these questions you will get of one marks. Clear? So here, like single quote, how to mention that this is a string or not, or how to check, how to see whether suppose it is given 1 2 3 4. How you will find out it is an integer or a string? If it is given in single quote, double quote, or triple quotes, it will be a string. Even if it is inside the single quote you have written numeric values, it will be a string. Clear? So all these questions are asked in exam. So strings in Python are immutable. That is, a string cannot be changed after it is created. Next, membership operators. Int takes toString and returns true if the first string appears as the substring in the second, else returns false. Membership operator not in does the reverse of in operator. Retrieving a portion of a string is called slicing. This can be done by specifying an index range. The slice operation string 1 n colon m returns a part of the string 1 starting from index n inclusive and ending at m exclusive. So this just now you have done. Each character of a string can be accessed either using a for or while loop. So if in fill in the blanks, if you get, or one word question you can get here, that using which loops, so both the loops can be used for accessing each character of a string. There are many built-in functions for working with strings in Python. Now these built-in functions is alpha, is digit, is upper, is lower, all these are used in your class 12th also. So in detail we will do all the functions of strings in Python in the next video. Thank you.